If you or anyone around you are affected by the subjects of today's podcast, you can reach out to get help, advice, or support from our charity partners, Women's Aid, at womensaid.org.uk, or the Yorkshire-based organisation IDAS at idas.org.uk. You can also find these links and reach out to us directly via our website, takebackthebeat.co.uk, or email us at takebackthebeattour@gmail.com. That's takebackthebeattour@gmail.com.
Hello!
Hi there.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to Take Back the Beat.
Voice notes?
Voice notes.
Yeah.
We just did our sound check to Kelly Clarkson, just a behind the curtains moment for you guys.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think we were singers. That's why we sound a little deflated, because we just listened back to us.
As much as I love our jingle, it doesn't compare to the G that is Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah.
Just a small moment of appreciation for Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, what a dream. We love her. She has a
dream.
TV show, doesn't she?
She does, and they do Kelly-oke.
Yes. Have you seen the one with Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway's voice is so good.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in Les Mis, but when you see her on that, I'm that's live. And she just belts it out. Do you know, I know that sounds horrible, but you never know, do you, in Hollywood?
You never know. But no, yeah, I literally have it on subscribe on YouTube, so I get a little, the ding, ding, ding.
Ooh,
there is a
notification bell.
I know, right?
Talking
of which,
we have a YouTube channel.
That wasn't planned.
Yes, no, it actually wasn't. With our podcast on, if you would like to go see it, and soon
see it. Yeah, see it. Listen to it. Bits
I mean, there's a picture, but it's not us.
There is
but
one
we will
live.
be recording. Yeah, there's one live, but we will be recording them. In
visually?
person, hopefully, and visually, so that you can watch us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you guys would want to watch us right now. It is. Time of recording is 22 minutes past 10. Oh, wow, it's 22:22. Make a wish. La, la, la. And I'm half in pajamas with makeup on. I put on at 10 o'clock this morning.
Cute.
You're in the dark, basically.
It's how I like to live my life.
Yeah. Can't really see you.
Well, there's a light on, but
You're even wearing a black top.
My aesthetic is just this.
Monochrome.
Is just candles, dim lit and black. That's basically me. So we already know
Literally, one of the first gigs Farah did as Farah, when she was like, I am now an artist and I accept that I'm fabulous. She came out with these blue trousers and I never looked more shocked in my life. And then you were like, actually, do you want them? Because they're not very me.
Do you know what was so weird, right? Do you know when you see something in a picture? This is Zendaya's fault. Shout out to Zendaya.
Right.
She might hear this one day.
Shout out. She's probably
Zendaya,
one of our
listen,
listeners.
We're manifesting. So I on my Pinterest, I've got a few people that I like to follow for their fashion. Yeah. I think Zendaya's a queen. She can wear anything. I am not delusional enough to think that I could wear everything she wears, but she wore something and it was electric blue trousers.
Right.
And this white tank. And it just looked so slick, so cool. And they were pencil, straight legged and high waisted. And I was like, that's a look. I like that. So I bought these trousers for my first gig, thinking that I could do the same. And they didn't fit me nice either. My shape. And I was like, no. So I tried them on. And I just walked in the room. Nat has never been more honest with me in my entire existence. And she just was and I went, you can. They were so you though, so I'm glad that I've passed them on to you. They suit you so much, yeah. But I was like, Merry Christmas, bitch. There you go. You keep them.
You're like, done these for Christmas. I was like, thanks.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's the level of friendship we're at.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, I sound like right bitch, but do you remember that time you're like, oh, my eyeliner, because you were having a real faff with your eyeliner. You were there for freaking ages, and you went, can I get away with it? And I was like, no, you can't.
It was the wing, and I was like, can I get it? And she went, no. No, start over. And I was like,
just start over. But I think that's true friendship, because I would rather you said that to me.
Yeah, no,
Like,
in the
you've done it to me
moment,
before.
I was like, fuck you, under my breath. But as soon as I took it off and started again, I was like, yeah, no, they looked.
You were right.
Have you seen that? I don't know if it's a meme or like a short video of the girl who like starts doing it and it just gets bigger and bigger to the
Yeah,
point where
that's
it's
me.
like she's just got a complete black
Yes.
lid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was on the way to that. Like I was on the
Yeah,
way to trying to look like an Amy Winehouse tribute, and she
You were
stopped me.
literally getting stressed, and I was just like, they're not even related. Like, those are
They're not even sisters.
those wings.
Cousins?
They're not cousins.
No.
Nope.
My eyebrows look like that today, but you can't see them, so it's
Can't
fine.
see them. But like, I think that's like, again, I would prefer that. Like, I always say to, like, with Aiden, I'm like, if I have got a bogey hanging out my nose, tell me.
Yeah.
Like, don't be that person that lets you walk around with like spinach in your teeth or like bats in the cave. Just be like, babe, quick. And like, I've got a nose ring, so occasionally, like when I've got a cold, gross. How gross is this and
I
attractive?
love this story. I know what you're going to say.
Like, occasionally, like, you get a little bit messy because you're blowing your nose.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. I'd rather
But
you were like,
also,
babe.
we all have bogeys. Like, Jesus. Like,
Bogeys.
bogeys are
Sorry.
not... Why are we talking about bogeys?
Oh my
But-
God, we
but
should have
I do-
recorded this late at night.
I know, but
I've
it
lost
is a
the will to
deal
live.
breaker for me as a friendship. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm too old
100%.
to not... Like, if I've got something on my face or...
Yeah.
I've sat in something and then I get home and I'm like, why did my friends not tell me that I'd sat in chocolate?
Yeah.
Or
Babe, 100%. But like,
this
it's
is
the same,
like
like
the story when I wore the joggers, the grey
On the
joggers,
train.
and I sat in chocolate on the train. Oh my God, I look like I look like I'd sharted.
But wasn't it your dad that didn't tell you? You were
Yeah,
with
my
your dad.
my own freaking dad. You hear that, Dad?
Ian.
Our friendship is over.
He did it on purpose. But it's like when we go on stage, like when we did the Amira gig, like I was packing my bags. What about this? What about this? And you literally looked at me and went, "Take a few options." It's like, okay. Like, once you've had your hair done, like, just take a few options.
Oh
But
my God, I did actually say that. I was like, once you've got your makeup on,
It might look alright. But I would so much rather that than go,
Yeah.
oh my God, you look like a mess, but I'm going to tell you look great because
Yeah.
that's where we're at. Like,
But
like
also,
obviously,
we
like,
know
don't be a
then
dick.
when we no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. But if you want an honest opinion, then
Yeah.
that's what we're going to give each other. And also, it makes it even more special when, you know, I walk into a room and you'd be like, babe, you look amazing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
know that you genuinely mean it and vice versa. So it's
Exactly.
really nice.
It's the same with like music. Like, I've always been like, I would be honest with you. And like,
yeah.
when you first sent me music, I was like, I don't have to tell you it's good. Like, I know I sound like a dick saying that, but I've been saying, like, when I play people my music that I trust, and I go, for instance, I'm working on a new song at the moment, and it's I've gone, like, obviously Fire was quite on the pop side. This is not. I have gone back to my roots. It is like as if Madonna from the 80s has reincarnated and had sex with like the Whitney album, because
Ooh.
babe, I've gone full out because I just
Don't
really
you
enjoy the
turn
80s.
me on like that.
I'm so sorry. I'll send it to you. You can listen to it. But it's like a demo at the moment. So I played it to like a few people and was just like, what do you think? What's opinions? And then it's like, I know if they tell me, I go, oh my God, it's fucking amazing, then they're being truthful. Like, and actually I go, great. And like,
Yeah.
we're literally at the stage of this new song of it being like perfect because I've gone round and gone to people I trust. And it's that level because I like when you've played me your songs and I've gone, I fucking love this song. Like, this one's in my head. This is the main one. Like, it's just being truthful to each other. Not being a dick. I'm not going to be like,
it's not offense where I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't like the other ones. But for you to,
No.
as an artist, and our sounds and genres are completely the opposite.
Genre.
For you to like pinpoint one bit or like even sing the lyrics, like that gives me so much joy.
Oh my God.
When I hear
meant
you
to.
all the time, she just sings the same line, and I'm like, gotcha.
No, I've got a new one. What was I watching? I was watching something on Netflix the other day and it came up. You know, in America, it just says no caller ID. I don't know what it says in England. Does it say no caller ID in England?
Yeah.
Because I've never, please no one.
I
call
don't know
me, like,
why
fake
this
name.
is, but sometimes you get private number.
Private number.
But
That's
I'm
what
not.
I get.
But hence the title of the song. I genuinely would have no caller ID. Like,
Well, see,
for missed
I've
calls.
never seen that. And there's a TV show I was watching and it came up no caller ID. And I literally stayed in bed and went, no caller ID. And I was like, fuck's sake, she's embedded in my brain.
I am.
Right, well, that was a really long fucking intro.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to a whole jar of Biscoff, how you doing?
I'm good. I've just got back off my hollybobs.
You have?
Yeah, I've just had 3 days away with our Pam. That's my mum, by the way.
Big up, Pam.
Big up, Pam. And you know what? I bloody needed it.
Yeah.
Like, I even had a nap one day.
Oh,
like
stop.
Like, it was a full-on holiday. Like, we got back to the Airbnb. Oh, my God, I sounded like an arsehole then. Sorry. Sorry, I was like, I got back to the Airbnb.
I got back to my mansion, the Lake District.
It's because I didn't want to be like hotel room. I don't know what I was going for. Anyway, it's fucking 10:30. But we got back and we just like had a quick brew. I was even playing cards like on my own.
Oh,
Do you know,
I love
do you know when you
this.
set up solitaire by yourself? Like I had a peppermint tea, solitaire, and then my mum was like doing her thing because we'd been out all day.
Yeah.
And then we were just going to cook the second night because we went out for a meal the first night to celebrate the tour. Bless her.
Love
She's a
Pam.
dream. And so she bought me a meal in an Italian and it was amazing.
Love that.
And yeah, she was like sat on a laptop doing something. We had like the TV on the background.
Oh.
I was sat next to the fireplace playing cards by myself. And then I literally like got on the sofa for 2 minutes. I was on my phone and then next minute I woke up and I was like, what happened, Pam? And she was like,
What day is
I
it?
left you because you were having a little nap. I was like, wow.
Stop.
I'm tired. And then I also slept that night, like
Oh,
in
you
bed
need
for
it.
11, asleep all night. Like, so I definitely think that I needed a break, like an actual break.
Refresh.
The best part of it, we found this incredible, like, I don't even know. It was like a river, but then it had like a stream. Like you could walk up the whole side of it.
Cute.
Oh my God, Nat! We sat there for 2.5 hours. I put my phone away.
I love that.
Apart from doing like little videos of the stream and the ducks and all this sort of stuff, and it was so sunny and there was no one else down there. So I was
That's
just
so
sat on this
nice.
like rock for 2.5 hours. I meditated because I'm a weirdo, and I just sat there with my mum, and we sat in silence, and then we'd chat, and I put my phone away, and it was just being outdoors and like listening to water and
Bit of
listening
nature.
to the birds. And I nearly got attacked by a seagull, but I forgave him. And
Of course you did.
you know, obviously I did.
Yeah.
And it was just I've not felt that relaxed in at least like 5 months, and that's not even a lie. Like my brain actually
love
switched
that.
off for a second. So I am truly grateful for every single moment of those 3 days.
Oh,
I found a
love
little
that.
pub, like a little proper, do you know, like I don't know, like an old school little.
Yeah.
I nearly said tavern, but that's what it felt like.
Oh, a tavern, darling, in my
But do you know what I
Airbnb.
mean? Like it
Oh,
just felt
darling.
like proper oldie worldy.
Oh, I
And it
love
was just,
that.
oh, it was so, and I was like, can I have a rum?
Oh,
and
so
pint
no
that, 'cause
Biscoff then, really?
No.
Not a single
Um,
Biscoff thought.
Not a single Biscoff, no. Which has
Wow.
been nice. I think when I came back, I was a little bit, because I went straight back to work, because it's what you do, isn't it? But with our job, it's a
Yeah.
million miles an hour. So you
Yeah.
don't get a choice to get like, I'll just ease back into work.
Oh, that's not
We
a
don't
thing.
get that option. So after the first day of coming home, I was a bit like, oh, my mental health's like, feels
Yeah, of
weird
course.
because how was I this relaxed 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, blah, 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 like back at it.
Yeah.
So that was it's a transition that I find hard, switching back on
Yeah.
again.
And then you kind of, that stress comes back and you feel like you never went away.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, for God's
So
sake.
then I just have to look at the videos. I'm like, no, I was there.
I was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a weird one. I'm weird like that. Like I find it difficult to either switch off and relax.
And then switch back on again.
But then to also throw myself back into it. It
Yeah.
messes me up for a couple of days either side because my
Yeah.
brain can't catch up. My brain's like, hang on a minute, we were just doing this, or hang on a minute, we were just on tour having 4 hours asleep a night, having
Yeah.
panic attacks about ticket
Yeah.
sales, and now just sat in a lake like meditating. This doesn't
What is
make
happening?
sense. Yeah, so
yeah, I get that.
but
I
I'm
get
good.
that.
I'm good. How are you on a scale of 1 to a jar of Biscoff? You've just been on holiday as well.
I have. Yeah, we went away for, it was my partners. I love using that word. You feel like such an adult. Do you remember when you're a kid, as when you say partner, you'd be like, just say boyfriend. My partner's dad's 70th.
Yeah.
So we went to Bridlington. And it was Bridlington's first ever Pride.
Wow.
And now, you know me, but if anyone's following me on Instagram, I'm a huge advocate for the LGBTQ plus
Yes,
community.
yes.
And I actually had some really amazing news that my song had been chosen for the official like Pride in London, like that they used it across all their social media and all like their behind the scenes videos,
Yay!
which is really cool.
Love
'cause-
that.
Yeah, because dance floor is actually all about inclusivity and about
Yep.
being who you are and being proud no matter what. So it was really like incredible when that like I got the email that it was going to happen. I hadn't really mentioned it because what we do in our industry is don't get our hopes up, which is such a horrible thing because you forget to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I literally was like, oh, like I say, obviously I had to go through my label and stuff, and was like, oh, something's going to go wrong, or they're going to choose another song, or this and that. And then, like, I got sent the video of, like, my song being played at Trafalgar Square, and I was like, oh shit, it did happen.
Proud of you.
So, yeah, I was really sad to not be there for Pride in London because I've never missed it.
No,
like,
I know, yeah.
I've always been there. I mean, obviously, it's 50 years this year, but I've not been there for 50 years. Like, past, like, 10 years, I've not missed it. So,
Yeah.
when we found out it's with Bridlington's first ever Pride, I literally dragged the whole of Aiden's family down. And, like, by the end of it, Aiden had bought me one of them, you know, I don't know if you've seen them, like, sticks, and they got the rainbow colours on them.
Yeah, we
And
used them.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
our
yeah. Oh, yeah, we
performance.
did.
I had them like all up my leg at one point, so I was like, I can't find any more skin. So yeah.
Because we got really drunk at All Bar One. Do you remember?
Well, clearly not very well. So
No,
yeah,
we were singing
were very drunk.
Christina Aguilera on the tables.
Wait, what? Are you being
Yeah.
serious right now?
Yeah, it was me, you, Grundy, and
I remember going out after, but I don't remember
Yeah.
the karaoke situation.
Oh, we were literally, they were playing Christina Aguilera's old school stripped album, Big Up, in All Bar One in Leicester
That is a
Square.
good album.
And we were on the tables
Okay,
before we got a taxi down to Clapham.
okay, of course.
And we
right.
were, I literally, because you've said it, because I remember us being covered in
Yeah.
the paint.
I
And
remember,
being like,
I remember waking up and I was like, oh, I don't have any skin left. I'm just now
No.
multicolored.
I am just a rainbow.
Yeah, I'm
like,
just a rainbow.
oh, what happened?
Well, I don't remember that, so clearly.
Do you
it
not?
was
I've definitely got some sort
I
of
remember going out,
videos.
obviously. Don't ever post them.
Anyway,
what
so
it's like.
those
Carry on.
sticks,
Yes, that was one.
Aiden bought me one, and we were literally like, by the end of it, everyone was covered in it. Like, and they went out for like a lovely like little dinner afterwards, and we all just sat there like covered in paint. And I was like, I never thought like I'd be sat here with like my partner's 70-year-old dad just covered in rainbow paint.
Well, it sounds like a good time.
Oh god, it was bloody brilliant, and like it was so, considering it was our first ever one, it was fucking amazing. Like, big up
Really?
Bridlington Pride, because
Yay.
it was sick, and like it was quite, obviously a lot of prides I go to I'm performing at, which is lovely, and I love performing at Pride, but it was really nice to kind of have a step back, and I watched some drag queens and some drag kings, and I watched some really cool live music and had some chats with people.
I'm
and it
performing
was
at
really lovely.
Malta Pride this year.
You are! I
am,
forgot that you're
yeah.
doing that. When are you doing that?
September, yeah.
September!
I had to confirm it in my head musically first, but yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm there with you. We love it.
Yeah.
I'd
So,
like
yeah,
to do one
it's-
with you again. That'd be cool.
That would be fun. Hey, there you go, guys. Listen out. Here you go. Yeah, so I've eaten a lot of Biscoff for the past few days, but it's not been because of stress. It's been
No.
because
Cake.
everyone is just doing things with Biscoff, and I'm just,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm Biscoffed out, but in a good way.
But
So,
in the best way. Good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we don't have a guest today, guys. Sorry, we are kind of rattling on, but this is kind of our only catch up we've had.
It's true.
But this is very true because we've been very busy. But we kind of wanted to jump on because there's some shit happening in the world that we couldn't ignore.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of wanted to talk about it because it's fucking bullshit. And I'm not even going to like hide my words here.
Well, before we start, let's quickly. I'm just
Oh,
going
God, go for it.
Just because we
Yeah.
don't have a disclaimer or triggers
Oh,
for
we
this
don't.
subject. So I'm just going to say now
adult.
it is
Yeah.
about, I know, look at me being an adult.
You are an adult.
It is just before we start, obviously, we are going to be using a lot of trigger words. The subject is in regards of
Yes.
what's been banned in America, so there's enough of it for you. But we will be using words like abortion and rape and things like that. So that was just a quick
Apologies.
disclaimer and trigger
Yeah.
warning. If it's a subject that is hard to listen to for you, which we completely understand.
Yeah.
These are just opinions that Nat and I have discussed and had. So yeah, that was just a quick
Yeah.
because I could
Very
see Nat
adult.
was. I can see Nat right now, and I can see how angry she is already.
I'm fucking
and I thought
raging.
I'd just
yeah.
throw that in there very quickly, but I am apologies for interrupting.
It's so you're so right. Like, I do apologize to anyone who is triggered by this horrific thing, and for anyone who has been triggered by what's happening in the news. Randomly, I was at the gym when I got like the little BBC News thing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Started reading it, and the person I was with, I won't say who they are, whatever, because it's not my business. Literally looked at me and she went, "I am a criminal in America." And I was like, fuck, what? And you like, we started reading more of it, and like, I just got angrier and angrier that how the fuck have we reverted, or say we, like America has reverted to the fucking 1950s. Like, I don't know if you saw any like Glastonbury stuff, but like Olivia Rodriguez was just like, I have less rights than I had yesterday. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yes, okay, it's really hard because I got a little bit of hate on Twitter because obviously Nat Gray has opinions and she's very loud-mouthed about it. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm very much open to being proven wrong. Like, I love a debate, and I reserve the right to change my mind if evidence is put in front of me, but not on this subject.
No.
And I put a tweet out that was just like, I can't remember what I said. It was something like, how is America reverted to 1950s? Just all my thoughts go out to
Well, that's the scary thing
women.
as well. The 1950s, it was only made legal in 73.
Oh, fuck.
So
me,
it
that's
isn't
terrifying.
actually that long ago. I know you know what I mean, and I'm not
yeah.
correcting you, but
No, but that's
you
not
would
that long ago at
think-
all.
You would think, because I mean, the United States was a fuckery in the 50s as well for other fucking issues, but let's not go there.
Let's
in
not
this
go
one.
down that rabbit hole.
But yeah, it was 73. It was made legal. Like, that's
Babe,
not that
nah.
fucking long ago.
It's how. I don't know if you've seen. I went to send you this TikTok and you were away, so I was trying not to send you anything. I mean, I think I sent you one thing. I was like, I know you're on holiday, but I'm so fucking
No,
angry.
We still talked about it, didn't we? But we just didn't get too heated.
Yeah, sorry, my phone's making noises. I'm really sorry.
How rude.
Harrod. But there was a TikTok, and it was this girl, and she was interviewing someone in power, like someone in like the Supreme Court or something like that in America. And she literally was just like, can you tell me any law that stops a man like functioning in his own body, or like some kind of obviously a better sentence than that. She's like, is there any law against the male body? And he was like, well, the male and the female body are very different procedures. She's like, no. Is there any law that forbids something for a man to do to his own body? And he's like, well, no, well, the male, female. And she's like, no. Is there
Answer
any
the question.
laws?
Yeah.
And I literally was like, go on, queen. I mean, TikTok has been, this is the only time I kind of go, do you know what, social media? Round of applause,
yeah.
because we are seeing so many things. And
Yeah.
like, there is one video, I'll try and find this stuff and share it on our TikTok, because guess what, kids? We're on, as Farah calls it, the talk of tick.
Don't remind me that I said that.
The talk at some point it was. Yeah, there was one, and it was like, okay, so if a fetus is recognised as a baby from the moment of conception, then a woman needs to be given all the benefits that she would give from the government, from child support, from tax. And it's like, yeah, fucking hell, yes. Like, we are not baby machines, okay? I reserve the right as a woman, if I got pregnant and it wasn't the right time, or whatever reason, I reserve the right that it is my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Like, and
I know, agreed. Listen, I'm you know where I stand with it also. So
I'm just so angry. And like, I literally got attacked on Twitter. Some guy was like, why do you even care? You're not American. And I was like, I hate that age-old thing. Like, the whole thing of,
like,
you're
you
not
don't
black,
live in
why
this
do you
country-
care?
Yeah.
You're not gay, why do you care? You're not an animal, why do you care? And I'm like, because you fucking have to have a voice for those who are being suppressed. Like,
because we're all people. We're all, me and you, for instance, we're women. We're in this
together.
Up. We're in it together. And when it comes to human rights, not America rights or England or whatever, human rights, we're gonna be there, because like it. Do you know the thought that I keep having? That there's like, I'm purely terrified by the fact that so many women are gonna have, like, I don't even know what you'd call them. I know it's illegal, but like back
alley.
Yeah, abortions.
Yeah, back alley abortions, yeah.
So many women are going to die.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
And so many women are now having to cross borders to Canada or drive 6 hours to another state.
Yeah.
But that other state may be in the process of being banned, but haven't quite signed yet.
Yeah.
And haven't quite banned them yet. And it's like the fact that I think there's, I can't remember how many states that are completely banned, like not at all, and it's a criminal offense, and you can get, like, if you're caught doing them or whatever, it's like $10,000 fine or a stint in prison. But also I don't know, like, it just petrifies me. Like, it petrifies me that women are driving like 6 hours and they're having these dodgy ones done because that's what I was going to say, that some of the states have got. So if you are raped or it's of incest, that is still found to be illegal. Like, you can't have an abortion. But if it's a medical emergency for the mother, then
only in some places.
But that's only in some places,
Only in
so
some
that's
states.
the loophole. But if you are raped or it's by
Tough
incest, tough titties, it's illegal.
Shit. Yeah. Like, I was reading this woman. I actually don't know what her name is. I don't know if she even said her name, but there was a post that she'd shared, that people were sharing of her story, and she said that she was a certain amount of weeks pregnant and found out the baby is not going to make it. There is something wrong, and it will die. And she was like, I'm meant to be having an abortion, but because of this new law, I now physically can't. So I've been told I've got to wait for the baby to die inside me and then give birth to it.
That is fucking traumatizing.
And it's and it's like, what? And it's all these horrific things. Like, what about people with disabilities that if they get pregnant, it could kill them? Like, there's so many reasons. And also, I saw actually our who we had on this podcast weeks ago, Peach Coin, put up a massive status that was just like, it is really shit, like, that if you've been raped you can't have an abortion, or if it's going to be killer. But also, if I want an abortion, I should have the right to have one.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, actually we shouldn't be trying to justify it, because it's
I think I wasn't justifying it.
No,
was
I know,
just
I'm not saying you were.
No. But I'm just trying to, because I was like, maybe that did sound like that. But
no, not at all.
Like, the fact that it's coming out of my mouth, that's probably why I'm stumbling over my words, because it doesn't even my brain can't. Real.
It's fucking Handmaid's Tale, mate. Like, this is happening.
So you're going to walk in and be like, okay, so you're going to die. So, okay, we'll give you one. But you were raped, or your uncle raped you. So you've got to keep that baby. And that makes no sense. Like,
well,
it hurts
one of the tweets I got sent, because someone called me a murderer on Twitter, and I was like,
God, okay.
It's like, you don't know my story, you don't know if I've had an abortion, you have no right to say this, but fuck you, whatever. Don't care. There's just, like, part of my brain goes to fucking sort out your gun laws before you sort out, like, this.
Also
like,
that,
fucking bullshit. Like, why do you, like, you clearly don't care about children's safety, because how many fucking shootings, sorry, I'm really swearing, my mum's gonna kick off when she hears this
I've just realised that I was like,
I've said the F-bomb about 12 million times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a hot topic, so we said we weren't going to hold back.
Exactly. And, like, one of the tweets someone sent me was just like, why should a baby suffer? Because I put a tweet out that said, you're not banning abortions, you're banning safe abortions. Because, like you just said, like, women will still go get back alley abortions, they will still travel, they will still, like, that will happen. And this person literally tweeted me and was just like, why, so you're a murderer then, la 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 la. And I was like, well, what about women who are victims of rape, the sort of stuff, like, if you're going to go down that route. And he literally put, why should a baby suffer because of what the mum has been through? I was just like, no womb, no opinion. Like, but do you know what it is as well? I was talking to a.
So is the person who did it going to pay child support as well? What
exactly.
they're supposed to do, get together and live happily ever after?
Nope.
Like, come on, man.
I was talking to a trans guy on Instagram, and he was saying that, like, he's not had, like, the operations and stuff yet. Like, he's in the process. But what if he got raped and got pregnant? Like, what does that mean for a trans person? What does, like, it's all well and good, like, it is women's rights and la 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 la, but also those who weren't born a woman or who identify now as women or whatever, like, genders and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
It's such a tricky subject because
is,
actually
yeah.
it's not just like our rights. There are so many people that are going to die across border. And it's like, yeah, this is terrifying, and it's taken a fucking step back. And I saw something that terrified me. That was obviously, like I already said in this podcast, I'm a huge advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, and I saw a tweet that went out about it just said the gays are next.
Oh, holy shit.
And I literally was like, and I read into it, and there was so many tweets that were like, yes, get rid of same-sex marriage, get rid of this. And I was like, oh my God, there are so many people that still believe that this is wrong and this is ridiculous. Like,
why are we going the wrong way? Like,
literally,
who pressed the rewind button? Like, this is not okay. But you never guess who is pro-life.
Oh God, who?
The one and only Mr. Donald fucking Trump.
Ah!
I saw a thing, I had to
Sorry.
stop it because I've obviously been like, since I've got back, like watching little news snippets from America and from over here, how we've dealt with it through our social media and news outlets. Yeah. And the next one that popped up was Trump doing his speech. And I just thought, really, like, why? Why are you involved in this?
Why has he still got a fucking microphone?
Like, who are you? Yeah, like, sit the fuck down. But everybody was
It's laughable.
Everybody was screaming and cheering for him because they're all his supporters there, and he's basically stood on that platform saying how I honestly think I watched it. Look, I'm
she's getting so angry she's punching a microphone.
So
but do you know what the terrifying thing is? It's like we said, it's how many people are pro this change. Like, I saw people, the tweets that I saw, and it's the same thing when we talk about like the Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp situation. The amount of stuff that comes out and you go, fuck, that this is, people genuinely have these opinions. And it is, for instance, when the George Floyd incident happened and there were certain things that put out on socials and you go, fuck, you believe that. You genuinely have those opinions. And I
stopped working with two people, an agent who used to give me a lot of work because he posted something on social media about George Floyd being a drug dealer and a criminal and they were like, you're making him out to be this hero and it's time for change and all this. Just this long one of many stupid posts. Like, he couldn't even form the words himself. He just had to repost something. But
of course,
it is one of those. And I literally was like, holy shit! I worked with you for years, and this is your opinion, and that's what you genuinely believe because you've posted it. And I ended up, I think I messaged him about it because because this was like, I was done at this point. I was like, I don't care. I couldn't tell you right now what I said, if I'm honest, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want him to whatever. But but I did message him, and I very politely said, if you ever need educating, let me know. I'm here. Because I was like, no, don't fucking go there. Like, he just he opened up, and then it was kind of polite, and I said, my opinions back, and kind of said to him, you need to be careful what you're posting on there. You have a lot of acts that are for Black Lives Matter, including myself. So I was like, I'd be surprised if you wouldn't hear from a lot of people. And then I said, if you ever need an education, I'm here. But also, here are some books that I can.
Here are some links.
And I sent him some links because obviously, like, I don't know fucking everything. I'm still learning. I always want to learn. But I was like, here you go. And he never messaged me back, and we've never worked together since. So shout out to you.
I literally, like, I had the same. I had a producer that I used to work with that posted something. He'd already got my back up because he posted something about COVID, and then he posted something about the George Floyd movement. And I literally, like, I just was like, delete. And then he reached out about being like, oh, hey, I thought we were Facebook friends. Like, like, what is it? And I was just, I never replied. And I know that's silly. Like, you should kind of fight hate and ignorance with education. Like, for instance, with the BLM movement, I very much there was a girl, Tori Allen Martin, shout her out because she's a fucking queen. She was posting loads about like facts, and me being quite a privileged and ignorant white person, I had never really seen things that probably like even you've experienced, and things like conversations we've had that really upset me, that I was like, oh my god, you've experienced that and you've just gone, that's normal, and I hate that, and I also hate that I've not seen it, la la la. And she posted loads of things about like learning and like, and I messaged her, I was just like, oh my god, like everything you're posting I never knew. Where are you getting all this information from? How can I find it? How can I like learn? And she, bless her, like messaged me straight back and sent me loads of links.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, because obviously I didn't want to be that person. It's like, hey, like, can you just like help me be a better white person? Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, but that is the right. You did the right thing then.
Yeah.
You was like, thank you for sharing all this content. I want to learn more.
Where did you get it? Yeah.
Where
how can I do things?
How can that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Like,
and I remember being like, thank you so much. Like,
yeah.
And she said something to me along the lines of like, yeah, like education in each other. Like, it's not anyone's job to educate someone, but at the same time, like fucking Google, there's propaganda, there's all this sort of shit. Like, Google the right thing and you'll find the answer to, like, literally, if I believed the sky was green and I Googled it, I could probably justify it in some way or form.
Yeah.
So it is, I do believe that like the way to end hate and ignorance is by education and is by trying to kind of talk to people. So this whole like abortion thing in America is the amount of people who are just so pro what is happening on socials and pro, like, even the fact they're talking about it and they're tweeting it, and I know these people or like heard of these people, or just it's really scary.
Yeah,
and it's,
there's a
like
lot
you said,
of things that
we're
have
going
happened
backwards.
in the last 18 months that have really made me question.
Yeah,
just everything and think what's going to happen next. Like you just said, like what's next? What's going on?
Where we at?
And why again is it something that's really only affecting women? Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Literally, like, I'm sorry, but women died for this right.
Yes.
Like we have the vote because women put their lives on the line.
Yes.
Like Emily Pankhurst, the suffragettes. Like, this is, we struggled for
literally
stuff like
threw
this.
herself in front of a fucking horse so that we can tick a piece of paper.
Like, how it's really scary. It is, and it's kind of having that revelation, like talking to people, and when my friend said to me, I'm a criminal in America, and I was like, oh my God. But yeah, like, but you did the right thing for you. Like, it's just so hard. And it's
there was another clip of it was like the news in America, and they'd gone into like the family planning clinics, and it was the day that was classed as like a criminal space. Like they had to. So the day it happened, all those appointments were gone, and they had people ringing off the phone to these like nurses, and you could hear them on the phone like giving them places where they could go. But they were frantic. These women were frantic. Even the nurses were like, okay, calm down. Well, what we'll do is I can give you the address for this. It's 5.5 hours drive, but apparently we've rang through and there's no wait list there, so you might get straight through. And then this other nurse, God bless her soul, literally was like, this job saved me. She was like, she was raped. She'd gone through a really bad time. And she was like, that's why I've come into this profession. And then she said, what really kills me is, she said, the women that I've dealt with over the past few years that I've worked here, who were being beaten and raped by their husbands, or have just been sexually assaulted by a stranger, and have come here for those reasons. And again, it just shouldn't have to be, but she burst into tears because she was like, those women now who are victims to these crimes would be criminals themselves for what has happened to them.
Well, yeah, like there is certain places where it is, you will get more time in jail for getting an abortion or giving an abortion to someone than you would if you raped someone.
Oh my God, I'm gonna.
Yeah, like it's like, fucking disgusting. Like, but there's something actually also, I know this isn't really on the subject of like women's rights, but on the 1st of July, so June is Pride Month, and on the 1st of July, it was passed in Florida. It's dubbed the Don't Say Gay law. I don't know if you've heard about this because it's not really being spoken about.
No, I haven't actually.
It basically means that education in Florida cannot include anything about being gay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And like
teachers and stuff have been asked to like remove their same-sex photos.
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I have seen this.
And
yeah.
me and Aidan were driving to the holiday we went on with his parents, and it came up on my Twitter, I think the news, and I read it to Aidan. He was like, nah, it's got to be like a hoax, that's not a thing. And I was like, yeah, it can't be a thing. Literally clicked on it and I was like, oh my god, it's a fucking thing. And it makes you so angry that, again, we're going back in time. Like, why are these human rights? Why, like, love, literally the only fucking reason we're on this planet, let's be perfectly honest with you, the only, like, the most incredible thing in this world, love, is being penalized. Like, and it's just so, why in the space of a couple of weeks have we had this horrific thing happen to women, and not just those who identify as women, anyone with a uterus? Why has that happened? And then this has happened, and what's next? Like, what happens? I don't know if you saw, but I don't really understand the political, like, kind of line in America.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
Yeah, you know, like the Supreme Court, the president. I get very confused. I should know more. I should. But someone in power in California put a tweet out that was like, "We will not be banning abortions. Anyone is welcome here." And I was like, yes. I will never be going to Florida again, but I will absolutely be going to California.
I will go there.
Yeah, like, absolutely. It's just really scary. And like, I think anyone out there who has been affected by this, we have a lot of American listeners. So A, apologies if we have triggered anything or offended anyone, but B, these are our opinions. So
it's just two friends discussing this like, bullshit world that we live in.
Like, I lose followers all the fucking time because as soon, like, the amount of times I've lost followers because I posted about pride or even just fucking gay rights.
I don't know if we've talked about this, but when I started posting about domestic abuse and my story, I lost loads then.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's fine. Take out the trash.
I mean,
take yourself out.
Conversation. Yeah, there is something in the industry that has said to me about someone in the industry who has said to me about being political is not part of their brand. And I was like, cool. I'm very, like, if you want to call women's rights political, if you want to call human rights political, then yeah, I classify myself as I am. Like, I will fucking rally for gay rights. I will rally for trans rights. I will rally for dog rights because that's just who I fucking am. Yeah. Like, it just does my head in that this sort of thing happens. But we've had conversations of, like, when, like, BLM happened. Well, not BLM happened. BLM's been happening. But when it really was into the public domain, like, there was a lot of kind of social media change of people either kicking off or people, like, unfollowing certain people or whatever. We said it when we started this podcast, when we started this music tour. A lot of people didn't like it. Tough shit. I've been silenced for long enough.
Yeah. Or we got ignored. I've been ignored by a lot of what I'm going to say in air quotes, friends, colleagues.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to get involved. We're already there, so I'm just going to say it all. But
the problem with this podcast is because it's just me and Farah having a lovely little chat. We say things and then, like, I'll listen back and go, oh, I feel like I'm going to really offend someone. Yeah. But, you know, these are my opinions, so do what you want with them.
Exactly. But we've chatted about it, and, you know, we've kind of, we're not saying that people aren't there supporting us and things like that, but it kind of, like you said, it opens your eyes to everything once we started opening our mouths, should I say?
Oh, I like that. Put that on a fucking t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. yeah, we just kind of wanted to come on here and have a vent, and also to say to anyone who is listening who has been affected by this change, anyone who has been triggered, anyone that needs help, please reach out. We can try and get you the right links. Obviously, we're not professionals in talking to people, but we can absolutely be behind you, and we can send you links, and we can try and get you in the right hands of people who can help you. And we are just sending so much love to
anyone who is
everyone
listening from America. Like, oh man, my heart fucking bleeds if you're in a situation or know anyone in a situation. And I know it might not seem like it right now, but we got this. Like, together we stand, and we will get through anything.
Yeah, it's fucking shit, but we got this, and
you got it.
It's
I love
we just
you
wanted
all.
to send our love. So
Yeah.
Tune in next week for
I'm gonna listen
politics
to this
with
back
Farah
and be
and Nat.
like, let's not post that one.
All right, we'll listen to this in a few days and be like, yeah, we shouldn't do podcasts late at night because we're too riled up. Also, it doesn't happen. Like, again, behind the curtains, we obviously jumped on Zoom to have a little chat first and got riled up over certain things and subjects, and they were like, yeah,
and then we just went, record, 3, 2, 1,
go,
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson's brother. Okay, done. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
fine. Listen, this is a safe space. And it should be for us. So we shouldn't even be stressing about things. We were saying actually before we came on, you know, what we're against is hate speech and things like that. These are our opinions, and like Nat said, they are subject to change at any point. Not on this subject, I might add.
These ain't going to change.
They ain't going to change ever. But on other things, you know, I might listen to back to a podcast in a year's time and be like, oh, well, my views slightly changed on that because I found this, and this out, or I educated myself a little bit more. But this is a safe space. We do never intend to offend anybody or hurt anyone. Or obviously, we try and do as many trigger warnings as possible. But you kind of know, hopefully by now, what you're getting with us. But we will always speak as we do when we're not on film. This is how we speak to each other. This is how women talk. This is how we talk.
We're real.
And it's real. And we just want you to feel like you're part of our little friendship and family. So.
Oh, that was cute.
That was cute. I'll give myself that.
On that note, I'm going to bed.
Soppy note.
I'm going to go watch Stranger Things, have a peppermint tea, and then go to sleep.
And I'm going to watch Peaky Blinders. Because I'm obsessed.
Yeah, well,
Tommy
we're obsessed with
Shelby.
Cillian Murphy. Gillian?
Whatever his name is.
Fitty McFitterson.
Yeah.
Right, love you. Peace
Love
out,
you.
everyone.
Peace out.
Drop us an email at takebackthebeattour@gmail.com if you want to chat to us.
Yeah.
We love yous. We got this.
Okay. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Yeah.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's been magical.
Take back the beat.
We do apologise if anyone was triggered by any of the dialogue we used today. We are still learning, and we are only just beginning to talk about our own experiences. We're aware that trigger warnings are completely different for everybody, so please bear with us. We love you all. We also want to hear your experiences. If there's anything you'd like to share with us, any stories, anything you are happy to discuss on this podcast, you can stay anonymous if you would like. Please send us an email at takebackthebeattour@gmail.com. That's takebackthebeattour@gmail.com. You can also find us on social media at Take Back the Beat. Thanks, guys. We love you all.